Welcome back to Your Best Badminton with the Night Trainer Pro. My name is Alan, and again, I will be your guide. In this video, we will create a drill that rapidly improves doubles defense. Doubles defense usually has team members defending side by side, so each player will have to return smashes close to or on the body. Errorless and controlled returns of these tight smashes needs a lot of practice. Fortunately, the KTP doesn't get tired or bored. Just keep reloading the carousel and practice against hundreds or even thousands of smashes daily. If this doubles defense drill looks complicated to you, remember that with the KTP, you can do almost anything that you want. If you need one-shot training, it's there for you. If you want 2 or 3 shots repeated in a simple pattern, it's there for you. My role with these videos is to show you how to do those things that are less obvious and to illustrate what can be done as you progress. The goal of this drill is not to beat the players, but to allow them to master their defensive skills. If necessary, remove some of my shots, or reduce the shot speed to give players more chances to succeed, mastering the fundamentals and completing their returns consistently. When it is time, raise the level of difficulty by changing the height and the position of the Night Trainer Pro, by reducing the time between smashes, and by introducing additional shots to increase the challenge. The KTP could have been positioned on the center line. However, I want to show you that you can use the placement of the Night Trainer Pro to create different situations. In this case, the player is roughly in the position as if in a doubles game and defending. This location of the KTP also allows the other half court to be used for other training, whether with players facing players or with the second Night Trainer focused on that other half court. Once the new drill is created, we are ready for the shots. First, 6 smashes are created, high and low smashes to the player's right, to the player's left, and to the player's body. Use the smashes to the body as your centering shots. Here, I'm going to add 4 more smashes, 2 further to the player's right in the doubles corridor, and 2 further to the player's left near the central line. It will be very easy for you to create and add more smashes, or to remove smashes from the playlist to change the difficulty. For now, we put all of these smashes into the playlist. With this little group trick, we will add the smashes to the body a total of 3 times each, so they will be randomly fed more often. Even with the variations we've built in, players can get too comfortable. Here's a way to keep them on guard. I am adding a drop shot to the court, and I will put this into the group. Note that I gave the drop shot a tilt of 35 degrees. This will matter shortly. By the way, because this low velocity shot will usually follow a high velocity shot after a relatively short interval, the drop shot while running the drill may have more velocity than our test shots, carrying a bit further into the court. The group already had 14 smashes, so the drop shot will feed less than 7% of the time. Now let's go one step further. Sometimes an attacker may clear instead of smashing. So we add this clear to the drill, which will force the defender to be alert to changes that can happen in a real match. We give the same tilt as we gave the drop shot. Therefore, if the player has time to notice the change in tilt, the player still won't know if it's a drop shot or a clear that's coming. I'm setting this up so that the random shots will loop 48 times before the 8-second delay leading to the next tight drop shot, when another player can step in or the original player can continue for another set of 48 smashes. To start the drill, let's add a drop shot close to the net, which the player can return with a clear, establishing the defensive situation. Change the loop count as you wish, even giving a player 250 continuous shots in the drill, with no pause. I'm setting it up in blocks of 48 to illustrate how this can be automated. Keep score. Record the number of returns across the net and have players compete against each other over days and weeks of training. Players are practicing to compete, so make practice competitive. I hope this has been useful. Questions, comments, suggestions, and requests are always welcome. Until next time, keep shuttling.